morning, Bulldogs. Welcome to the April 24th edition of BTV. Please stand for our national anthem by Oliver Goodman. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight are the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thanks, Oliver, and welcome to Pigs in a Blanket Day. For those of you who haven't had the pleasure of experiencing this delicacy, pigs in a blanket often refers to hot dogs, Vienna sausages, or breakfast-length sausages wrapped in a biscuit dough, pancake, or croissant dough and baked. The first written record of pigs in a blanket occurred in Betty Crocker's Cooking for Kids in 1957. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, Eloise is my twin sister. So, Thomas, how do you think this virtual school thing is working out for us in the Forrest household? Are you tired of me yet? Well, Eloise, I'll get back to you on that. Miss Kemnis just let the VBTV crew know that there will not be any final exams for 6th through 9th graders this year. Now let's hear from Thomas about the Service Above Self. Hi, I'm Thomas Forrest, the last recipient of the Service Above Self Award. I felt very honored to have received the award and recognize now more than ever how important it is to help others. Last year, my class started the 3rd grade bike drive, which benefited Jack the Bike Man. He collects used bikes and distributes them to children in need. I knew that we should bring it to the Upper Campus this year. Bikes can help provide exercise, transportation, and right now a way to take a break and de-stress. Hope all of you have been able to safely ride your bikes and remember to donate them to Jack the Bike Man if you grow out of them. The March Service Above Self Award is given to a student who is described by his teachers as diligent and hardworking. He always has a warm smile on his face, and he puts others before himself in a kind and compassionate way. He is a dependable National Junior Honor Society member and spends his time tutoring younger students. As an avid soccer player, he also volunteers by helping train young soccer players. Last December, he asked to participate in the 5th grade Day of Giving. He served as a wonderful role model for our 5th graders when he played the guitar as the 5th graders sang holiday songs to young kids. The April Service Above Self Award goes to 8th grader James Caprio. Please sing along as we recognize our April birthdays. Hit it, Mr. Heron.
All right, this one goes out to all those Bulldogs out there celebrating a birthday. So I gotta whip up a little ditty for you. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear students. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear students. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Go Bulldogs!
Now that was impressive, Mr. Heron. I never knew you had such musical talent. And now for a segment called Bulldog Barks.
Hey Bulldogs, I'm sending Bulldog Barks to Mrs. Sobel, Coach Griffin, and the entire 6th grade girl group. I heard you had lunch yesterday and want to say thank you so much for keeping our community intact. Have a great day.
Now, a word from Mrs. Sobel.
Hi Bulldogs, it's Mrs. Sobel. I've been thinking of you even though we haven't been at school, because this time of change can bring out a lot of emotions. To help keep things in perspective, I urge you to take a quiet moment this weekend and reflect on all of the wonderful accomplishments that you've made over the last several weeks. In addition to learning how to take your courses online, some of you have mastered a new recipe in the kitchen, learned another language or a song on the piano. Some have learned how to get along with a younger brother or sister, or share a laugh with family over a board game or movie night. When we look at all of the positives, the good is what we see. Please continue to stay home with your families, stay healthy and safe, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Now let's hear from some of our 4th grade Bulldogs on what's the upside of being inside.
The upside of being inside is more practice time.
The upside of being inside, more time outside.
Hello everybody. The upside of being inside is finally having more time to play music. Have fun everybody.
The upside of being inside is being able to spend more time with family.
The upside of being inside is playing Animal Crossing with your family.
The upside of being inside is I get to watch more movies.
The upside about being inside is that I get to spend more time with my family and dog.
The upside of being inside is learning new skills.
Great job, 4th graders.
Now let's hear some reflections from some of our 6th graders who all read Captain Superlative over spring break.
Joy.
Hi PBDA, I'm Gigi Georges and I'm from 6th grade. I'm going to share with you a couple ideas from a book we read in 6th grade called Captain Superlative. In my opinion, Captain Superlative was an awesome book. I think everyone reading the same book was a great idea because I was able to share my ideas with everyone and hear other perspectives of the story. If I walked into school as a superhero, my name would be Gratitude Gigi, and the letter on the back of my cape would be a G. It would stand for gratitude. I learned from the story that even when we think people are perfect by what we see on the outside, they can be facing hardships on the inside and outside of school. All in all, this book inspired me to be more like Captain Superlative. She was nice to everyone and always kept a positive attitude, even with the hardships she faced with cancer.
Personally, I thought the book was very good. The storyline was very surprising. One big theme I got out of this book was that everybody has a story. The reason this theme stood out to me was that you never know what might be happening at home and how it can make someone act. The character I related to the most was Captain Superlative, because I will always try my best to help my friend. Overall, I loved our whole grade reading this book because as a grade, every individual one of us could work on being more like Captain Superlative.
Captain Superlative was a very influential book. It had many great messages. One of them really stood out. This one was, if you are kind to others, they will pass the kindness on to more people. This is shown when Caitlin, aka Captain Superlative, was nice to as many people as possible, so they started to pass it on to others. I believe I most relate to Janie because I can sometimes be a bystander, but when things get bad, I jump in and stand up for others. I am trying as hard as I can to be more like Caitlin because she stands up no matter what. I believe this is very important because you will make friends without even trying, and people will know you as a nice person, not a bystander. I love the fact that we all read the book together because it gives us all an understanding on how we should and shouldn't act. I would love to do this again.
Well, that's a wrap for this episode of PBDA.
Next week, the 9th graders will show their stuff as they host the next episode of PBDA.
Have a great weekend, Bulldogs!